Here we are again with another apocalyptic world. Last time we looked at I'm Legend, where Dr. Neville was making only dumb decisions in a desperate attempt to save the world from vampires or dark seekers. This time we follow Gerry, who is making lots of dumb decisions trying to save the world from zombies. Like when he drives without looking at the road because his daughter is having a tantrum, or the time he didn't put his phone on silent, leading to the death of a bunch of people. But don't worry, there's more dumb decisions to come, and I will show you all of them. Who the f wakes their parents like this? If I would have done this to my parents as a kid, I wouldn't be able to sit for a week.
You know what's going on? Nah, man, I don't know anything.
Why the f would you assume this guy knows anything? He's been stuck in the traffic just like you. Listen, I know you think this is a good idea to follow the truck, because it makes space for you so you can drive away from whatever danger is behind you. But at the same time, you are driving towards even more danger, with all the cars flying around you that could hit your car and kill you and your family. Dude, are you f***ing serious? You're driving at high speed on a road full of flying cars and people running, and you don't pay attention to the road because your daughter is having a tantrum? Honestly, this movie should end here, with all of them dead in a car crash. Now, this happens quite a lot in the movie, where in a sea of people running and screaming and all the chaos that happens around him, Gerry always seems to block everything around him and be focused on just one person in that chaos. And that's how he figures out the cure for the virus later in the movie. I call this bullshit. There's no way you can be that focused on one person while all hell is coming down around you and while you are trying to save your family and your ass too. It takes 12 seconds for this dude to turn into a zombie, and Gerry will take that as a fact, without considering the possibility that it might take longer than that. In fact, later in the movie, we find out that for some people, it takes even 10 to 15 minutes to turn. All I'm saying, this 12 seconds bullshit will lead to some dumb decisions from Gerry later in the movie. Containment? At what point was this even an attempt to contain anything? Does anyone remember 2020? When toilet paper was the #1 resource, people were stacking up. I don't see any in these people's cars. This means either these people are stupid and don't know what is important, or we are the real people for stacking toilet paper. I bet it's us.
Mommy! Karen!
Dude, it's the end of the world and you guys decide to go for a rape instead of supplies? How fucking desperate you must be.
Gerry, apartments.
Oh, look honey, a trap. Let's all go there and be stuck in a building full of zombies. Wait, are you using this protection just for yourself? What about your family? I mean, you can't predict that the zombies will only attack you and not them. What they're gonna do if they get attacked? Are they all blind? They were looking down this corridor and none of them saw this zombie? Okay, so from the moment he gets the first blood of this zombie in his mouth to the moment he's ready to jump, I counted 29 seconds, without counting the time where other shit happens with his family. And yet, he starts counting from 7? So either the timeline in the movie is wrong and things happen way faster than is shown to us, or Gerry it's a dumbass who doesn't realize how much time actually passed. Also, once again I repeat myself, he still thinks that it only takes 12 seconds to change, when in reality it could take up to 15 minutes according to the movie. So my question is, what happens if he is wrong and starts changing into a zombie while on the helicopter? Or when he gets to the safe place on the boat? Honestly, that would have been a much more interesting movie to watch.
You're safe. It's not me I'm worried. They're safe.
They're safe until we think you're dead and we don't need you anymore, so we will throw your family away from the boat. Dumbass.
We haven't had contact with them since, but this could lead us to the origin. I mean, if we knew where this thing started, then we'd have a chance of developing a vaccine to stop it.
But why? We've seen this bullshit in I'm Legend where Dr. Neville didn't want to leave the city because he was ground zero and he had to find a cure there for whatever reason. Now the same bullshit happens in this movie. What the f do they expect to find there? Some magical book that will give them the instructions on how to fight the virus or what?
Probably because there's too many people on this ship.
Dude, you are the good guy, right? I bet if he was in charge he would have sent everyone to their death just so he can have some more food and water. Dumbass.
Damn it.
Okay. Now imagine this scenario. You go to Harvard to study and become a virologist. You pay a lot of money for that shit and you never know if you will ever get to use all that knowledge. And then BAM! A virus is killing all humanity and you are the best chance people have to solve the problem. And on your first trip, you panic and run and you slip and smash your head and die. Good job, dumbass.
They pulled the teeth of all 23 million in less than 24 hours.
How exactly did they manage to do that? I mean, going back to 2020, we all remember how millions of people couldn't even accept staying inside the house for their safety, let alone to accept that the government wants to pull all their teeth out. In a real scenario, in the real world, we will see millions of people protesting against a decision like that. All I'm saying, this sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. Is this the best transportation to get to the plane? A squeaky metal shit? Why are they not walking there? When they landed, the soldiers came to them on foot and they ran to the place on foot. And now for some reason they need bikes to get there? First of all, this lady for not having some patience and wait for him to call her back. Second, why the f he didn't put the phone on silent? Are we sure he is the smart guy? So let me get this straight. They need to take the truck to the plane to fill up the plane with fuel. But they go there on their bikes because they need to be quiet. So how exactly they were planning to get the truck there without making too much noise? What the hell is going on here? I'm so confused about this scene. Do these people understand the meaning of the word silence? Nobody told them to shut the f up so they don't call all the zombies? Also, what the f are these pilots looking to? None of them can see the zombies trying to climb the walls? Once again, in the mix of chaos around him, Gerry can focus on some random man, almost like the script of the movie tells him some important shit is about to happen there. Well done, dumbass, you just created an easy path for the zombies to get to the streets. I bet if he squeezes his eyes a little bit more, Gerry can actually see the surface of Mars. Okay, so 16 seconds has passed from the moment she got bit until Gerry chops her hand. Now, a quick Google research will tell you that it takes 15 to 20 seconds for a substance injected in the arm to reach the brain, which means even if he chopped her hand, the virus should be already in the brain or at least close to the brain. All I'm saying, this is a dumb way that movies used to somehow save a beaten person, but it just doesn't work like this. This lady should still turn into a zombie, and I'm so pissed that I had to do all this research just to prove how dumb this scene is. Oh yeah, build that wall to separate you from the zombies, cause that worked very well for Israel. How the f is this gonna stop the zombies? This guy is so dumb I'm starting to question whether he is the right person to save the world or not. What the f was the plan here? To kill everyone on the plane including him? Or he knew he will survive the crash? I don't even care anymore. I've watched this scene over and over and I still don't understand how the f this doctor infected himself with the virus. All he did was to set a container with blood on the table and then he acts like there's a needle there. I'm so confused. Is he actually injecting himself with some random shit? I mean, I know there's no other way out of there, but keep in mind, at this point, he still doesn't know 100% if his plan is going to work or not. Also, why the others don't try to make some noise to get the attention of the zombie, so he can get out of there. They just abandon him and they hope he will survive. All these people are dumbasses. I guess Gerry is a much better person than me, because I would have made the government pay for the information, especially after they sent my family away because they didn't need my service anymore. I wonder how the world will survive if aliens would invade our planet. I guess we will find out soon.